tuning in to the Amplified Network. Before we get started this evening, I just wanted to shout out to our sponsors. First, we have the Mouse Merch Box. They are the official Disney subscription box. They deliver quarterly. It's $60 per box if you subscribe, $70 per box if you don't. They have $120 to $150 worth of exclusive Disney merchandise in every box. If you want to check them out, we do have a coupon code. That is going to be Springs20. That will be there the entire show for you. Next, we have the Great Adventure Supply Company. They're the place to go for 80s and 90s themed Disney apparel. So check them out. They recently released some new stuff and it's pretty cool. We have a coupon code for them as well. That coupon code is going to be MAGIC15, and that's going to get you 15% off your order. So be sure to check out both of our awesome sponsors. Thank you so much for tuning into the Amplified Network, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How are we doing today? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. My name is Anthony, a.k.a. Amp. This is Nick.
Nick, a.k.a. Amp.
No, it's N-I-C.
Amp.
No, I don't think so. Hey, so I got some really cool news. I'm really stoked to share.
I know. You went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, we got stickers. We got stickers.
We need a graphic designer.
We don't need a graphic designer. Stop. We don't need... Wait, I'm not done. We also got cards. Little business cards. Little baby business
Did you share
cards.
these ideas with anybody before you made them?
Are you already trashing my ideas?
No, I'm not trashing them.
I
I'm just saying.
spent
I know. You.
money
him
on
just
this.
nerd out on this one thing.
No, I'm excited. You should just be like, hey, guys, do you like this? I like them. They're cool. I want
Wait.
stickers.
Do you wait? Because your reaction means it seems like you don't like them.
No,
I think that's just Nick.
No, that's me and you. So I'm just asking a question, and then you're being a little oversensitive because you made these. I like them. I'm just asking you if you asked anybody about them.
No, I didn't.
All right. They're cool. I'll put them on stuff.
Like, I
Okay.
just checked the Amplified email one day and saw that there is a Vistaprint order.
Well, to be fair, these are mostly for the con that we're going to on Saturday. We are going to a con, and I'm going to be on a panel. That's pretty exciting.
What con?
The Polycon,
Florida Polycon.
Florida,
In
Florida,
Lakewood.
Florida
Florida
Polycon.
the Florida,
Polynesian?
Flirty.
No, Florida.
Florida Polynesian Con.
No, it's what?
Close.
Florida Polytechnic.
Yeah.
It's a taste of the Far East.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
You should sing every time you talk.
And then we also got shirts too. So we got shirts. We got a lot of shirts. And we also have merchandise now. So if you guys ever want to check us out, go to Etsy and then just search Amplified Network Shop. And we have tons of cool merch, which this show hopefully will soon get merch.
Merch box.
We don't have to do merch box.
Amplified merch box.
We don't have to do we don't do merch box. We have mugs.
Excuse me, sir.
Ooh, pint glass. That's really smart.
No,
Yeah.
I want a two-top.
Tom Collins.
Phil Collins.
Tom Collins glasses.
Phil Collins. Do.
All right, man. So
Did you know? You know that the reason behind that song is because they said when he was a kid he saw someone drowning, but he was too young to save them, and that's the story behind that song.
oh,
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know if it's true.
that's pretty deep though.
And that's our
Was that like a
dark
Reddit?
moment of the day.
Yeah, no, I got another dark moment. Have you guys seen the documentary or biopic on Netflix called Dirt about Motley Crue?
Mm-mm.
It's really good. You should watch it.
That just came out, didn't it?
It just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It just came out.
We just watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it's probably better than Dirt.
It was really good. Yeah, you gotta see it, dude. It's really good. It's a little like the timeline isn't right, but it fits for the movie. So I mean, it's a movie. It's not a documentary. So
Today we're sponsored by High Lie, the sport, not the beer, the actual sport.
put
No.
it in ya.
Do you have a microphone?
No, he doesn't.
Because we
so
can't
no one can hear you.
hear you.
Yeah, no one can hear you. You got to talk in the microphone.
We need
Use the community mic.
Can we get like heads? We should get headsets for behind the.
Yeah. Well, actually, we could hook up the snowball.
What are you doing?
Have you seen this? Have you seen this sport played before?
Highlight? Not in real life, but I know what it is.
Oh, I've seen it in real life.
Oh, yeah?
It's crazy.
You're talking about the one where like it's the
It's
thing
like
Tron
it's
arm.
like
and they throw.
baseball
Yeah,
meets
Tron. Yeah.
Yeah.
tennis.
It's like a massive room and they just bounce this ball off a
they
wall.
throw the ball like
Yeah.
1,000 miles an hour.
And their helmets are fucking weird. as
There's a
shit.
highlight. It's in Orlando.
What?
You can play it in Orlando.
What?
I think I'd be scared to play.
I think we just found out our new podcast.
I would smoke. I feel like I'd throw it at somebody's face and they would
I
die.
feel like I'm too short to play. Like my thing would just keep hitting my thing would just.
That's my thing hits the ground.
I'm used to it,
It just drags. What were we talking
Sweet.
about? I spilled
but-
coffee.
Highlight your sponsor.
I just want to tell you some fun things.
Okay.
I have cloth seats in my car because life's going well, and I fucking spilled coffee. I had coffee in my center console, and I didn't even realize it. It was just splashing around, and I stained the fuck out of my passenger seat. But now I have this constant smell of coffee in there, and I like it. It's like the cheapest air freshener you can buy.
I like
Literally
it. You
the
took a
first
negative and
day
turned
that
to a
I owned
positive.
my car,
Mhm.
I spilled coffee.
That was
in
really
it.
good.
Did you?
I got home with it. The next day when I was leaving for work, I set my coffee in the cup holder, and as soon as I went in reverse and started moving, it tipped over. I'm like, okay, so that's how this is gonna be.
I used to have a truck a long time ago, and I just bought it, and I was driving around town, and I was like, this fucking thing's so sweet. And I saw there was like a rock driveway for this pizza place, and I saw these little kids playing, and as I was driving by, this little kid just soccer kicked a rock in my truck as I was driving by, and I slammed on the brakes, and they looked so terrified, and I was like, I'm not gonna get out and beat the fuck out of these kids. But I just stared at them, and they were like, and I was like, oh, God. Oh, I want to fight you.
Is that your animal grunt, or is that just like a
Cheers, Sarah. Let's talk about
cheers?
managers.
I mean, you had to drink heavy on that one. No.
So we ended on it last week. Managers,
Yeah.
managerial roles, and I just shit talked them. I had a little bit of booze in me, so we're gonna get right back there.
Oh, so you're getting back to that? Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was beautiful. You know, if you listen to him drinking, it's just as sexy as looking at him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Somebody just recently told me it's not. I'm not. No, they said people don't like you for your face; they just like you for your muscles. And I was like, that's a weird.
Yeah, that's a weird comment.
Thank you,
Sure.
thank you. I'm
Yes.
a troll.
Yes, thank you.
Alrighty, so managers in a restaurant.
Okay.
So there's different kinds of managers.
Right.
You have your, you take
Words.
depending on how fancy the restaurant is, you either have like a head chef or you have a kitchen manager. If you're like Hooters, you're gonna have a kitchen manager. If you're fucking La Garçon, Je Papouille, you have a fucking.
I love that place.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
The steak tartare, to die for. I just kissed the microphone. I was trying to kiss my fingers, but so
It's okay.
whoever's using
Ryan,
this next.
Austin. Austin's going to use that later.
And then so there's a kitchen manager, and then there's usually a bar manager, and then there's front of the house manager. Stop talking. You don't have a microphone, sir. There's a then there's a general manager who's like above all them, who is the manager of that restaurant. And then you'll go even lower. I started in the middle and went up, and now I'm going to go down. Doesn't make sense.
It's fine.
Then depending on the restaurant also, you have supervisors, and then I think your phone rang and you turned it off with your toes. That's good. Don't want to talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. Composure. Oh man.
And then you'll have what's actually funny is I'm going down and then I'm gonna go right back up. I should have done this a different way. I should have looked.
It's like the White House. It's okay.
I should have looked how I had it written down.
No one knows what they do.
So you have a supervisor. I don't know what I'm doing. The beer's hitting me. I've had one
and a half.
I'm just gonna name them all, and then we're gonna talk about them. Supervisor, shift leader, and then we go back up top, and we have a regional manager. So we'll start from the bottom.
Wow, you went way up.
Yeah, we'll start from the bottom.
Okay.
So, managers are pretty much babysitters. That's pretty much your role.
Yeah.
And then like any business out there, you hire somebody to overlook more people. So as a server or a bartender, you'll usually your first step into like management position, you'll be a supervisor. So you won't be doing your job anymore, most likely. You'll just be getting paid like whatever, $12, $15 an hour, and you're a supervisor, which means you're kind of a manager, except you're not in charge of doing anything like inventory shit like that. You're just overlooking the floor and like wherever they need you.
Right.
Some places they call them like what the fuck do they call them? They'll call them like restaurant professionals or some shit. It's a weird name.
That is a weird name. I've never heard that one.
Are you guys having a podcast over there too? Then below that, I fucked up.
Okay.
You'll have like a shift leader.
Yeah.
So you have a bunch of servers, and then somebody gets assigned as a shift leader. So before you can leave work,
Does
like
that change a lot, or is that stay the same?
your shift leader,
Yeah.
Usually it's like the person who's like the most veteran, who's been there the longest.
For that shift.
Yeah, because they trust you, and then they'll always be the fucking shift manager, shift captain, shift leader, whatever.
No pay increase.
No. You're the server, but you'll be the first sat usually, and you'll get most tables.
Yeah.
They'll give you the busiest section because you're the veteran. So they'll give you the busy section, more tables, and then before people can sign out, they have to get your signature or your initials. And then usually those assholes will become a supervisor because they want to be. And then you'll go up and you'll be front of the house manager, bar manager, kitchen manager. And those are managers who are in charge of like kitchen managers in charge of the kitchen. They do all the inventory for the kitchen. So they have to like, buy the food. Same thing for the bar. They're in charge of the bar. They buy all the booze. They count all the bottles. Blah, 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 blah. Then general manager is who's in charge of that store. And you're in charge of all those managers. And the cool thing about being a manager in a restaurant is the money's pretty fucking good usually. Like if you're a manager, you should be getting paid at least $20 an hour. So it's like $40,000 a year. Or like your GM, it's like $50,000 a year. But you got to work like 50 hours a week.
I was about to say, yeah, I was literally about to add on to that. Like,
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's not a 40 hour.
It's not a 40.
It's not a 40-hour week. It's a 50-hour week.
Yeah.
It's mandatory. You have to work like 50, 55 hours, which you have to work a lot.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's very stressful too. The money's good, and you don't need to go to college to be a fucking restaurant manager, which is cool too, because you can make, you'll make like nurse money and shit like that, or paralegal money, just
Right.
for fucking working your way up through a restaurant.
Have you ever had like just a really obnoxiously bad GM?
Yeah. So I worked at Bahama Breeze, and when I was doing my interview, he was such a nice guy. He was so cool. He was talking to me. I was laughing. We were just having a good time. And then we started working, and he just flipped fucking 180. And he was just such a little fucking crybaby.
Yeah.
And somebody actually wrote like on Hot Schedules, Hot Schedule is for servers, and if you work in the restaurant industry, it's where you get your schedule posted. It's an app or a website. And
Website's free.
Website's free. The app costs like $2.
Still free
Free.
to do the same exact thing.
Yeah, I would never buy the app.
I don't know why anyone buys the app.
It's disgusting.
Hot schedules.
Hot Schedules. So then, what the fuck was I gonna say? Somebody wrote like a long message.
Yeah.
Who he quit. And people do it all the time in the restaurant industry because on Hot Schedules, it's kind of like a Facebook feed. So if you're like, hey, I want to put up a shift tonight, you post a message, and then everybody who works there sees it. So you're like, hey, my shift's up for grabs. I love you. This guy wrote this long thing saying how, like, when he had the interview, the GM was super nice, and then he became, like, a whiny bitch. And he wrote this long-ass message. And I screenshotted it because as soon as, like, management sees it, they delete it. But I have that forever.
That's great.
But yeah,
I wish you could read the
my
whole
GM, like,
thing.
cried to me one time, yelling at me. And I was just like, I
At
can't.
Bahama Breeze.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't work for you.
God.
No, don't ever do that. Like, yell and cry at me.
The worst one I ever had was at Carrabba's, and she was actually a proprietor of the store.
Oh, I'm an old proprietor.
Yeah, Webster Dictionary, real quick. Proprietor is basically someone who invests money into the actual business and so makes them part owner. But yeah, basically, she was like part owner. She was the meanest person of all time. Like, there you got your tip out, so it didn't add to your check. It actually just they just gave you the money that they owed you at the end of the night. And I remember there was one night I dropped like a full tray of food. Like, it was really bad. It was like probably about $100 worth of food. And I remember at the end of the night, like the whole night, she just was like just
At
bad-mouthing me.
Carrabba's?
Yeah,
Damn, that's a lot of food.
yeah. It was like 6 plates. It was not a good day. And
That's a lot of plates. Did you have a tray? Oh, you were.
It was a big tray.
Big tray.
Well, no. What happened was I got it to the table, but then when I put it down on the legs, I don't
You
know.
keep telling your story, and I'm just gonna sing Italian music in the background.
Okay, great.
When the
So I
moon
brought the
hits
legs
your
with
eye
me
like
every
a
time we bring a
big
brick
pizza
tray.
pie.
You have legs,
It's amore.
and if you don't put the tray down on the legs properly, it will tip over
Not
because
Spanish.
The weight is unequally distributed, and so the plate just flopped over. So the rest of the shift, she basically was just bad mouthing me to everybody. And then at the end of the night, you have to see her because she's the one that lets you go home.
Gotta see her.
So you have to go see her. So
Ugh.
I
What's
went.
her name? Shannon.
Susan. Ugh.
Susan.
Susan. Susan. Yeah, Susan. Gosh, what a bitch. She sucked.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, please just throw it past the camera. Let's see if this looks cool.
$3.
Okay, great.
Venmo me.
Um,
Do you want one?
there you go.
Oh yeah. Oh, we need. I was gonna say X-ray vision.
Yay!
3D.
But basically, I got my money from her, but she had to say something really snarky. So as she was giving me my money, she kept half of it and was like, "This is for the plates that you stole." Just FYI, that's illegal.
It's not. If you sign when you sign contracts and shit like that for work, you never read them, but they can say they can charge you for breaking shit.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I thought it was illegal.
No.
Well,
It's like the fine print of shit.
Oh, that's great. Well, she actually gave it back to me. She was like, "Yeah, you owe me this." And then, like, as I'm walking out the door, she's like, "No, fucking take your money." And
Fucking take your money.
And
you
that's how
bitch.
that day ended. But that was like a regular basis with her. She
Fuck
was,
you, Susan.
Yeah, she
Yo,
sucked.
cunt.
And she was like 4'5". So I mean, she had a
Ooh.
lot to be angry about.
She's hot.
I mean, yeah, she's really old. Her son was in and out of prison all the time. It was a rough life for her.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
God.
You know, I'm not scared to. She was a total dick to everybody.
If anybody knows Susan, who's 4'5" with a sad child.
She's a very mean person.
I wrote P&L down on this fucking thing, which just means profit and loss, but that's all I got. You know what's funny is I was watching Into the Spider-Verse the other day when I was getting my haircut at the barbershop, and no, they have the Cody, they have the Fire Stick,
Ooh.
and it's funny because
Putting their stuff out there like that, you're going to get them in trouble.
I didn't say what barbershop. I didn't say Susan, who's 4'5", who's a proprietor of Carrabba's. Or
No, I can say like she quit. She doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah.
She doesn't own it anymore. Someone bought her out. But yeah, no, you're right. Cheers.
Cheers. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, well, me and you went to go see it too. I thought it was in 3D because like the visual effects or animation is so weird.
It's really good.
I was like, this is fucked up. It took me a couple minutes to like get used to it, but when I would watch it again, I thought the same thing.
Nothing changed. Still confusing.
Yeah,
Acid trip.
I'm pretty excited for the sequel of it.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. And then, are you excited about the Venom sequel?
I am. I did like Venom. They
you?
needed to go a little more into them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It does.
What are you drinking over there? What's she drinking over there?
It's one of the secret drinks that the Spring Chat's going to make later. So I was just pre-making them, like testing them out, and that one's pretty gross. So yeah. Got it. So profit to loss. You
Profit
didn't
to
do
loss.
anything for that. Labor.
Alrighty, real quick. So, above a GM would be the regional, and
Right.
then the regional would be like he's in charge of a bunch of restaurants. And this is only like a corporate thing. Corporates only have regionals. If it's like a privately owned restaurant, then it's only like you stop a GM or whatever like that. But you're pretty much babysitters. I'm trying to get a lot of booze in me so I can get fired up. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, I'm ready. You pieces of shit. It's fucking go time.
All right, here we go.
You gotta rip them so the dolphins don't get stuck.
So smart.
Because if you trap a dolphin in this, it can't produce jizz to make mayonnaise. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't been watching. Go back. All right.
You
game
know,
time.
I actually did pull up a jar of mayonnaise to double check.
What do you think it would say? Yeah, dolphin ejaculate. Yeah, I got it. I just didn't know what to say to it.
He didn't do it. He did right back.
Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine having to describe to somebody
I
like,
need a straight jacket.
excuse me, I can't have Chipotle mayo. Oh, why? Do you not like spicy things? I don't like cum.
I don't like dolphin.
Yeah, I like spicy. I just don't like cum.
I like dolphin.
But all right, so if you're a manager of a restaurant and you have a business degree, you're a piece of shit because you failed in the corporate world. So if you go to school for like business or whatever, and then usually what happens is you can't get a fucking job because you're an idiot, and then you end up working in a restaurant, and then that's when restaurant managers are they're usually the worst because they get so stressed out so quickly because they're not used to like when you work at a restaurant, you're not qualified to do anything. Like you're just serving food. You don't have to really, it's not
Right.
hard to become a server.
Yeah, Marcia says Amp will never live that down.
Come.
I mean, to be fair, I'm very open and honest about it. So at least, yeah.
Did I ask you, do you like mayonnaise?
I think you did, but I do.
That's funny. Isn't that funny?
He's wearing mayonnaise.
You're wearing, yeah.
Right
damn.
on. Yeah. Perfect placement. Oh my gosh.
Are those
are
Great Adventure?
fantastic. No, they're not. That is how they were meant to be worn, sir. Sorry, I know we're going way off topic and you can't see on camera, but
Yeah, but what was I talking about? Pieces of shits.
regionals.
Regionals. No, I mean, yeah.
Do you find regionals necessary though? I feel like it is a really big waste of a position.
No, because because I'm way smarter than you, I'll explain what a regional does.
Thank you.
So if you're building a restaurant, say we'll just throw out a fucking restaurant, Carrabba's, right?
Yeah. They do have regionals. Yeah.
Exactly.
Schuzen.
Very sure shit. He just had a stroke. Somebody keep him awake, alert. Hey. Don't let him sleep. So it's the same thing. I'm a doctor. What the fuck was I saying? A regional. So like
Regional.
there's a Carrabba's, and then they want to open up a new Carrabba's. So then what the regional will do is the regional will say, all right, the last Carrabba's cost $1 million to make. How do we save money by still making it authentic Carrabba's? So they may be like, all right, the tile walls usually like it goes from the floor to the ceiling. How about we cut it off halfway and then just do the rest paint? That'll save us $50,000 around this restaurant. Like shit like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're not doing like inventory, like we need more Absolute vodka, shit like that. They're actually looking at like the layout of their fucking thing and being like, all right, we got to call.
They're like interior accountants.
Yeah. So like fucking Ryan electrician is going to cost us $1,000 an hour. Austin electrician is going to cost us $800 an hour. We're going with him. But they have to do that for like
Ryan, you better bring
electricians,
the price down.
plumbers, tiling.
Ah, okay.
So they're saving money on the whole fucking thing in a whole.
Yeah.
The whole thing in a whole.
Okay, cool. So there's regional. So then what's above regional?
Oh God, it's so hard. So it depends. You may have like super regional. Doctor.
Did you say board? This is you chose to go down this road.
It depends on like what you're calling it. So like you may have a regional of the South.
Oh, you meant board as in, oh man, I am slow today.
Him?
No, you. I thought you said bored, like as in you're bored of this contact. Like
I'm bored of you cunt. No. So like you may have like the Southeast regional, right? So he'll overlook Florida, Georgia, blah blah blah. But then you have the corporate offices who will overlook them. All right.
Okay.
And then it could be like McDonald's. So McDonald's will have a fucking United States office. It'll have a fucking European office. Shit like that. So that was the daintiest sneeze I've ever heard in my life. It was beautiful.
Aw. And you have a beard too. Just
But you can tell. So like you can tell what a great manager is. A manager's role is they're pretty much just like putting out fires. Shit is going to go wrong. It's just inevitable. It's not just in restaurants. It's anywhere. Like if you own a fucking merch box company, which it would never happen. Say something is wrong. When something's broken in the package, it happens.
or like someone who's impostoring as Kevin Hart and buys something from you, and you freak out and think it's actually Kevin Hart, but then you realize it's not Kevin Hart because the middle names don't add up. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. But then what you do is you have a good manager, right?
Right.
And they are the person who, like, hey, something came broken. My fucking food's raw.
Yeah. Someone's impersonating Kevin Hart. Yeah.
And they fix it.
What's
this Kevin Hart thing?
Basically, before the show, long story, we'll talk about later. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
I would have been too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So a good
It was a
manager,
great moment.
a good manager is just someone who is always fixing problems, always putting out fires. A shitty manager is one who complains about things going wrong and then gets mad, raises their voice at you, which doesn't, like, that's not your fucking job. Your job is a babysitter.
Yeah, Susan.
Yeah, Susan. So, like, hey, the fucking dishwasher started throwing up, had the shits. Your fucking, your line cook it just dropped dead. Like, you got your job. You have to you have to go in there and do that. Like, you're fixing shit.
How did you feel our management did with the 50 top?
Oh, it was awesome
I thought so too.
because your boy was there.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
He's he
His organization for it too was awesome.
he emphasizes what a manager should be. Does that make sense?
I know. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you.
He takes control. Don't ever talk off microphone again.
But no,
like a shitty manager is like when the fucking dishwasher goes dead and they're like, I'm not washing dishes. Like, we need to figure it out.
yeah. Yeah,
Talk
riveting
again.
stuff.
Say something.
Okay.
When the moon hits your eye.
I don't know if I could talk over your Italian singing.
Right?
It's too good. I don't want to mess it up. No, it's okay. No, people need to hear
No, I
it.
want him to talk
Yeah.
so I can sing.
He
I
wants,
sing quietly. You don't hear me going,
Do you sing in the shower?
oh my God, I do way more than that in the shower. But
Make mayonnaise in the shower?
no, I don't jerk off in the shower.
Okay.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
I used to.
Right.
I can't anymore.
No. It's because you're 30?
I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
It just doesn't do it for me anymore.
Okay. I'm just curious.
No, I listen to podcasts in the shower. I have a shower rack in my shower.
Yeah.
A towel rack, a shower rack. I have a rack in my shower to hang at my shower, and I put my phone up there. And
That's
watch,
what I do too.
I watch podcasts.
I watch a lot of TV during my shower time.
Do you? Did you?
I watch a lot of TV.
That'd be sick. TV in your shower would be legit.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about like working in a restaurant is if you want to make it a career, is you can make fucking 6 figures without ever having to been to college. It's gonna take you a long time, and you're gonna have
It's
to
a lot
like.
of hard work too.
It's
I mean,
a lot of work
it's not easy work. I mean,
compared to like a nurse. A nurse makes like $55,000 a year, right? And a nurse works 36 hours, maybe 40 a week, because you work like 12-hour shifts,
right? Yeah.
maybe 13-hour shifts. And a restaurant manager is going to work 50 hours a week, maybe 55, maybe 60, because you have to. So, like, this isn't interesting at all, but a manager, their main responsibility is to make the company money too, besides like putting out fires. So, if you're the GM or whatever, you can't go over labor, they call it. So, like, say I only have like $1,000 a week to spend on labor. As soon as like it's getting close to me spending more than $1,000 in that week, then I have to like myself figure out how to cut down. Like I have to get in work physically. So like I'm gonna have to go into the fryer later, or like put on a fucking mini skirt and orange T-shirt and go sell wings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's for like Hooters and Wing House. Wing House is an establishment here in Florida. They're not in the north where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah. Also, Twin Peaks. I never knew about that until I came down here. And also, there's a Tilted Kilt.
Yeah. Tilted Kilt.
Yeah, the kilt is tilted. And we don't have any of those in Massachusetts except for Hooters.
History. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We love history.
They got a lot of championships there.
I'm not a big sports guy, though.
Bunch of trophies. So trophy town. A lot of trophies. Brick roads. They got brick roads. Well, we got brick roads too.
We have small roads. There's lobsters everywhere. If you talk off microphone again, it's like we're talking to the goddamn air.
So
Management.
anyways. So yeah, you were talking about. I mean, the
Management.
long hours by far.
Yeah,
is
so,
probably
like,
one of the biggest.
It's one of those
Debbie Downers
things
of
to
that
where, but it's one of those things to where, if you didn't go to college, you're probably used to working physical labor. So then, you don't really mind working long hours, and you're making good money. And then when you become a regional, you're making like at least $70,000 a year,
Yeah,
maybe more, depending on what
I
restaurant
would
you're
hope
working
you
at.
make more than that.
It depends on what restaurant you're working at, though.
Yeah,
Like what am I gonna say? Like a wing house regional, you're probably making like $75,000 a year, because there's a lot of wing houses. It's not like a real fancy place where they're bringing in like a fuck ton of money.
yeah.
They're still bringing in money, but they're not bringing in like a fuck ton.
So you like being a server?
I love being a server, but I would never, ever in my life, because I used to own a meal prep company, and I started from the ground up, and then we hired employees, and I was in the kitchen with them. Like I developed most of the recipes, and like I cooked the food and shit like that. So like when we had employees, I was hanging out with them all the time, and then we got that like friend vibe
Yeah.
to where they didn't like listen to me, but I was their boss, and it made me
rough.
so furious. So now working at a restaurant, when I see like managers getting too buddy-buddy with their employees, I'm like, you can't do that. You can't be friends with your employees because they're going to fucking take advantage of you. Which is another shitty thing. Like, a good manager, you always have to be afraid of them.
Yeah.
You don't want to, like...
I think that's why a lot of people don't like the new guy.
I love him.
No, I love him too. I'm just saying, I don't know if you've heard other people.
Yeah, but people don't like being told what to do. And they have, like...
And they're not used to
That's
that
the
there.
thing. But working in the restaurant industry... I mean, anywhere you work, there's going to be shit talking. But working in a restaurant, there's just so much more. It's so catty. That's why I love it.
It really is. It's very
love
high
it.
school.
Because everybody, it's one of those jobs where, like, you're not doing the best in life. Like, I don't know how to say, like, I don't know. Like, if a girl came into the restaurant and was like, say she's super hot, whatever, and she's like, I want to go out with you, and I'd be like, you're obviously out of your fucking mind. Because I'm waiting on you right now. Like, my job right now is to be your servant. It doesn't matter how, like, I'm not saying, like, like, I don't want to say, like, I'm good looking, but, like, I'm not gonna, I don't know. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I'm just so good looking, you can't turn me down. Like, I'm a fucking server. I shouldn't be, like, in a sexual position, you know?
Especially with the clothes we wear. Jesus,
I barely wear anything. It's just one of those things where, like, if I could never, so a girl leaves her phone number on my check, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to marry this girl.
Right. No.
I'm saying, you have fucking problems. You're leaving your number for a goddamn server?
Someone you just met?
Not even that. I mean, it's not even that, but, like, how much money do you think I'm pulling in, and where do you think my life's going right now? You know? Like,
I don't know how much you're helping my girlfriend right now because there's a good chance she might be.
well,
Yeah.
But you're doing. We're in the spot right now to where you're creating this, right?
Yeah.
So you have aspirations and goals that are above that, and it's I'm obviously, like, there's people are going to school and shit like that. I'm saying, like, if you look, like, I don't look like I'm in college, right? How old do I look?
No, you look. Yeah, I was about to say. No, you definitely look like you're in
You
college.
sweet, sweet boys. You sweet.
Here we go. Moment of truth. Who looks older?
Guys.
You guys are done. So Springs Chat
Springs
is
Chat.
canceled
If we-
today.
Two top. Thank
Not
you.
much older? Okay, I'll accept that. All right, I'm not much older. All right, I'm fine with that. Done. Set for life. 25, I'll take that.
You know what's funny is when you're super young,
It's the beard.
when you're super young,
If I shaved it off.
you want to be like,
No.
let's trim it up though, right? Let's take care of yourself.
What?
Yeah.
No, you are my goals. You and Andy. Andy mostly. Andy has an incredible... All right, so, yeah.
Just
Anyway,
want you
so-
guys. Can we turn the camera around to get a look at this guy?
No, not that
That
one.
one's not on.
It'd be that one.
Yeah, watch the Springs chat to see
Now
what
you got to talk to her to fix it, right?
Anthony.
Okay, cool.
Look how good that was. So if you want to see what Anthony wants to become, you're going to tune in later to watch the Springs chat.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Andy Scott?
Andy Scott. He's the actor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I think so.
Andy Scott?
No,
Michael
it's
Scott.
Michael Scott. Yeah.
That sounded familiar.
No, Andy Scott's a good friend of ours, and his beard is immaculate.
But
anyways.
Most of my war stories are from Bahama Breeze because it's the only corporate place I ever worked at. But we used to have, when we went through training to, like, figure out how to become servers because it's such a hard job to do. They flew in servers and bartenders and chefs from around the country who worked at Bahama Breeze. And we had, like, a work professional who was he used to be a server. His name was Mikey. I really just hope this fucking podcast takes off so all the people I talk shit about can hear it one day. Mikey, you piece of shit from Las Vegas. You fucking cunt. But he was, I don't know what's gonna, I just wanted to talk shit about him. He was a work professional. So he made $18 an hour in Vegas to just dress nice and walk around to tables and say, "Hey guys, how's your meal?" And that's a big thing as a restaurant. You're supposed to like greet every table. Did I say as a manager or did I say as a restaurant?
Yeah.
If you can embody the physical form of a restaurant, you are a shapeshifter.
Ooh.
Fun fact.
Oh, no, you didn't. It's right
do that?
behind you. So we're still live. We just don't have lights right now. Here it comes. Technical difficulties. It's okay. It's okay. Boom. And we're back. I mean, we never left.
It's hard to find the hole in the dark, guys. Especially if you got a big old cannon like me just dragging it around. Right, Austin?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. We got to walk up a bunch of stairs at work. He's always saying "ow" every time he takes a step.
Don't say you don't know.
Hey, so I got a game for you. Unless you want to finish your story real quick. Sorry. I totally cut you off.
No, but that's I was gonna say like that's another job as a manager is they call it like greeting tables or table touches.
Yeah.
In the corporate industry, they have another thing. Secret shoppers. Does anybody in here raise a hand know what a secret shopper is?
Oh, those are rough.
What?
No, not that.
Can you give him a microphone to let him explain what a secret shopper is? No,
No, do
please.
it. No, please.
During Christmas.
We need
Yeah.
ratings. Come on.
No, that's why I want you to.
I'm thinking of a Secret Santa. I'm sorry.
Are you?
No. What's a secret shopper?
What's a secret shopper?
That's what I'm
Something
saying.
about Christmas?
I was thinking of Secret Santa.
Yeah. So
you
what is
said-
this?
No,
what would it
what
do?
was
Shopper?
this?
Someone shopping in secret during Christmas.
Yeah.
So every other shopper.
It's a Christmas thing, right?
It's a Christmas thing.
I love it.
Do they wear red and green? Is that it?
So a secret shopper is mostly it happens in corporate restaurants, but it can happen in any restaurant. I actually did it for a private restaurant that my dad worked at. Bring it back in. He wants to do it.
It's like when the person who like is someone high up acts like a customer, right?
Are you talking about what's that show, The Undercover Boss?
Yeah, undercover
Sort of,
boss.
yeah. Is it like that, or do they ask
So
the
they-
customer to like?
Anybody can do it.
Any-
It's like a
like, yeah.
job.
Gotcha.
So you
They
could
get
be,
paid to
you could
be
become
there.
a secret shopper.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Someone
So
you don't know about.
yeah, so
and
somebody-
then they're like, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
they do.
So you have
They do it at Lululemon, and they use like someone really high up that you're never gonna meet. That's why I didn't. That's why.
Yeah, during Christmas only. But like, so exactly, a secret shopper. Anthony would get hired as a secret shopper. That's his job. He comes into fucking Carrabba's, and they have steps of service.
Yep.
Steps of service. I have to ask you. I have to go through a series of questions during our fucking time together. Hey, welcome to Carrabba's. I'd like to have the goddamn my name is fucking Ryan. I'd like to introduce you to this delicious dish called the fucking cheese platter. Also, this drink is called the fucking Bahama Sweet Asshole. Do you want to order these? I'll be back in a second. Yeah. I hope you like a sweet asshole, because if not. So if I don't say that, like if I skip any of those, you're gonna jot it down. And then it's a point system.
Yeah.
And then
But then they also critique drinks, presentation.
yeah.
Like they even watch the room.
You
Like,
can tell how great my improv skills
oh
are too.
man.
Sweet asshole.
Yeah. It's rough.
That's so
I hate being a bartender for secret shoppers, man. They literally look at everything. I've had one guy, he was looking at our mojitos, and
he wasn't a secret shopper. He was just
No, he was
disappointed with your
definitely- no, he was
ability
definitely,
to create a drink.
No, he was definitely a secret shopper. Yeah, or an asshole. And he saw like a dead leaf or something inside the drink. And I went over to the table. I was like, no, we muddle the leaves, right? So it mushes them. Like it's not going to make them fluffy. And he was like, well, this is the first time I've done this. But yeah, it just looks dead. like, yeah, I was like, does it still taste good? He was like, yeah, it's still good, but he based it off of my muddling of the leaf. Like, I didn't muddle it perfect. Yeah, I muddled it too hard.
I like to.
Incredible.
I always I slap the leaves before I put them in.
Yeah, that's what I do too. You know what it does?
It awakens the flavor.
That a boy.
Quick. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you do.
I put it in my hand. And I
Yeah.
go.
Please do it right. Here's some. Girls love it. Please don't throw that. That was at least 2 cents.
Can we get sound drops? Is that a thing we can create in this?
We could eventually.
Because
yeah.
I want the sound effects of like fire burning, like. So I'm like burn.
Well, we could prep it, so you would have to tell us what you want.
I'm just saying I'm prepping it now. This as we go. Thank you.
Okay, so real quick, I have a game for you. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we're gonna draft. What was that? We're gonna draft our. Oh, okay, thank God. We already have leaks in the ceiling, guys.
Every now and then you need an uncut episode.
Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, so I'm gonna write down what you say and what I say, and then at the end of it, we're gonna look at what our perfect manager is.
All right.
Okay. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna draft our perfect manager. So you're gonna say one word first. You'll get first pick, and then I can say a second word, but it can't be what you just said.
All
And then we're gonna go back and forth, but we can't use any words that we said. Does that make sense?
Not really, but I'm just gonna say words.
Okay. So you can only use one word.
Awesome.
So you get first pick. Go.
For a perfect manager?
Yeah.
Smart.
Smart. Ooh. Okay. So that's Nick's. Okay. So for me, I'm going to go with
Black.
oh man, this is already tough. First round. Okay, you said smart. I'm going to go with genuine.
Genuine. Ride it, my pony, my saddle, baby.
Is that
Jump
genuine?
on
I don't think
Yeah.
that's genuine.
Jump on it. That used to be my ringtone. So now every time I hear that song, I think of when I was 23 years old,
Cool.
which I'm only 22. So
Oh, thank you. That'd be great. Thank you.
you want me to think of another word?
Yeah.
Black.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with focused.
Aggressive.
Ooh, your matrix sounds.
I'm describing a porn star. Smart, aggressive. Smart,
What did I
black,
say?
aggressive.
Genuine. What did I say? Genuine. What was the other one I said?
You said two.
Focused.
Focused.
Hungry.
Hungary, the country.
Hungry.
The country.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
You mean ambitious?
Motivated. He's hungry, aka motivated.
Hungry, motivated, ambitious.
Yeah, that's the one.
We'll put those all in the same sentence. Pool.
Okay.
Bowl of soup.
But it's one word. So thank you.
Tall.
What?
I'm describing my perfect manager. Don't ask me questions.
Okay.
How many are we doing?
Let's do 5.
All right.
Is 5 good?
I'm at 3.
He's at 4.
I'm great at math.
Economical.
You know what's funny is I'm so garbage at math, but when people ask to split the check, I'll take my phone out and I'll do the math on my phone right there. And I've had managers yell at me for having my phone out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you fucking idiot. You see my calculator. What do you think? Like, do you think this is social media? Do you think me fucking off is adding numbers? Some systems actually have computers on them. All right, my turn.
Last one. Final round.
I said aggressive already, but I
Yeah.
really want to be aggressive.
Is that your think face? I had to ask because you always do that face when you think.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do this face. This is funny. I stole it from somebody.
Really?
Yes.
Was it famous?
No, I was in the Air Force. I was in tech school, and my buddy, when he was being sarcastic, he would go, and I just started doing that face, and then I always do it now.
Whenever a certain someone is behind the bar, Brandy, and she's taking a very long time, he makes that face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's still getting scheduled anyways. Yeah, you got one more, Nick.
Thick.
Thick?
2 C's. I'm so don't write anymore. I'm so happy you said 2 C's because in my head I was thinking 2 C's and I was gonna make a joke about 2 C's and then you said 2 C's. Can we give him a microphone?
I mean, it's right next to him. He can just grab it.
2 C's.
What percentage of alcohol is beers? I'm slurring my words.
It's rough.
All right, your turn.
All right, my last one.
Whoa.
I'm ready. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Good looking.
Good looking.
Yeah. Perfect manager.
That's 2 words.
No, it's a hyphenated word. All right, fine. Put handsome. There
So
you go.
that's a man.
Talking about boys.
Sure.
It has
Girls
to be a
can
man.
Be handsome.
No, I call my girl.
Lady.
I call
It's a
my
handsome
girlfriend.
lady.
I tell my girlfriend she's handsome, and she gets so mad. Ryan, you ever call your lady handsome?
Give him a mic. Give him a mic.
Don't answer until you get a
You have
microphone.
a mic in your hand.
You have to do that tonight. You're so handsome.
No, I don't ever call her handsome.
Do it.
You should try it.
You're fucking
Just try
handsome.
it sometime.
Are you guys sure?
I mean, we wouldn't have said it if we weren't.
weird
I'm
way to
just
answer.
saying.
Can you describe our perfect manager?
Okay, so tell us what Nick said.
Ryan?
Nick's perfect.
No, can we add them together?
No, not yet.
All right, my perfect manager.
All right,
Nick's perfect manager is smart, black, aggressive, tall, and thick with 2 C's.
Okay, amps.
Am's perfect manager is genuine, focused, hungry, like not for the food but for growth and sales and stuff, economical, and handsome, male or female.
Thank you.
I don't remember you saying economical.
Okay, so real quick, I know no one in the room, the camera can't see you guys. Raise your hands. Who would you pick, Nick or Anthony's?
You want a thick, black,
Yeah.
aggressive man?
Aggressive man? You want an aggressive?
You want a thick, black, aggressive?
Can we take like the best of both and then form the perfect person?
All right, Ryan, do that. You
Black.
do that. I give you and our audience in the room. Also, if you're watching, please throw in a word or two to describe your perfect manager. I mean, was any of those words
Genuine?
legit? Yeah. Were you serious about any of that?
I used to have Charles used to be a supervisor at pretty much the first restaurant I worked at. Charles was black. He was shredded, thick. But he was super nice.
C's.
He wasn't aggressive. He was smart. But he was the best manager I've ever had.
Yeah.
Because he looked scary as fuck, so people were scared as shit of him. But he was so nice.
Yeah.
But he was perfect because he was so nice to where you would talk to him, but he was so scary looking that you wouldn't fuck around with him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you said aggressive, so you would take the nice out of him and just put a very aggressive person there. Yeah.
I was thinking of something else when I said aggressive.
Like Gordon Ramsay? Okay, here you go.
Okay.
All right,
so
Ryan.
the perfect manager for Nick and Amp is smart, aggressive, focused, and economical.
We need one more, right?
Yeah, there's 5. You got to
Oh,
pick
you want
one
one more?
Yeah.
Black.
Mackenzie, pick one.
Thick.
Thick with 2 C's, but she said 3 C's earlier, so 3 C's.
3 C's,
Wow.
triple C. Hold on. My friend John texted me.
Right.
He used to be a GM.
Oh, okay. Was he the one you were shit talking?
He is an asshole, but he was very good at his job.
Is he thick?
I said, "What's a GM's responsibility?" He said, "He's like the owner, should have the highest standards, leadership. He's responsible for the other managers. Still, sometimes so many shitty ones out there. They steal, cry, etc." Yeah. Which, I mean, it could be any job, really.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Question, guys. Question. This is last minute.
Yeah, we still have meme of the week also. So
Give me the meme of the week now.
All right. Let me pull it up. Keep talking, because I got to pull it up.
I'm gonna Uber home.
Okay, here we go.
Can I drink all the drinks you make for the Disney chat?
Absolutely.
Are we doing triple X chat tonight?
Are you staying?
I might. I'm feeling a little liquored up.
You still have to wait a whole another hour
You don't
before you
think-
can do triple X shot.
If you think I'm not gonna sit there with a microphone,
Okay, meme of the week.
when I see my manager talking to my table. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
right?
what's funny?
Right? All right, so if you're, with the Kevin Hart face.
Do you have this on there?
Yeah, Kevin Hart face.
Yeah.
My guy.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's where I got it from.
You're welcome.
It's funny because their job is to talk to the table.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have to do a table touch. That's that's one of the manager's responsibilities. Which, when I was saying secret shopper, when I brought that whole goddamn thing up, is because we were talking about table touches. But because I've been drinking, I forgot. If a manager doesn't come and do a table touch for that secret shopper, that's also a negative review, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's a good thing. Hey, how's your meal going? You guys having a good time? Can I get you anything? That's really all they're saying. And then other times they'd be like, oh, like, I see you're wearing a fucking Michigan hat. Do you like Michigan?
Yeah.
Shit like that. My kids are 6 years old. And they're both retarded.
Oh my God.
But you're saying things to the table to be genuine and like just see how they're doing.
But that meme is a reference to that you can't, as servers, we can't hear what they're talking about.
No, they might as well be saying like, your server is probably pretty shit, isn't he? And then the table's like, yeah, like he's going super slow, and nothing's come out right. And then sometimes you'll actually see the manager look like at a table, and everybody at the table will look at you, and then you have this like weird moment where you're doing that like awkward like, and then you go over and you're like, hey, what'd they say? Like, you know?
That's literally
Hey,
what
were you guys
I-
talking about me?
Yeah. I hope you guys had something nice to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways,
What are you guys saying?
so you had a question after the meme. Because you want to do the meme first.
Oh, I just want to know if I can hang out and drink.
Oh, well, no, I only brought it up because because your alcohol may disappear in the next hour or so. I know we do, but I'm just saying he might sober up and be like, oh, I got a girlfriend, got adult things.
Cheat on her all the time. It doesn't matter. I love you.
All right, so
She's
anyways.
got my location. She knows where I'm at.
Well, just heads up or recap, whichever. Just to let you guys know, basically, we do have a new show coming on Tuesday. So your same lineup is still going to be what it is. Mondays, you have Dungeon Seekers. But on Tuesdays, we have this new show called The Theater Goers. It's going to be really fun. Tony and Sam, they are these really nerdy guys who just love going to the movies. And they have a lot of money, apparently, because they can go every week. So they're going to spend that money every week to come to you guys and share their thoughts, critics, their reviews on the new movies of the week, and tell you about them. Maybe tell you to go see it, maybe not go see it, give you some pointers, heads up on that. Wednesdays, Anime Club. And then Thursdays, we're right back here again at 7 with Nick.
Yeah, real quick. We have 4 minutes left. Who did I meet at the restaurant?
What restaurant? Our restaurant?
Yeah, I met one of the guys from the remember the guy with the fucking sandals and the flip flops.
Oh, Tony. You met Tony.
Yeah, Tony, cool guy. He wore socks and fucking slides.
Douchebag.
He's Puerto Rican, guys.
Don't do that. You don't wear fucking
not a
socks and
thing.
flip flops. Ryan's picking his nose off camera.
You don't do that. No, not in front of the camera, man. Come on.
But when I saw him wearing socks and sandals, I was like, oh my God, this fucking dude. Another thing,
You didn't even want to come over and talk to him.
it's because I saw that. And it
You
makes me
really
so
didn't
mad.
wanna
It makes
come
me
over
so
and
mad.
I kid you not. Like, literally, I was like, yo, Nick, come over and hang out. And Nick literally ignored me the first 2 times. And then finally, just like very unwillingly, came over and said, hi. Is Tony watching right now?
No. But thank you guys. The more you guys, interact with us and shit like that, we'll be able to
Oh,
shoot the shit.
it just caught up. The nose picking. Great. Cool, man. Are you excited about next week?
I'm very excited.
Cool.
Probably something drinking related.
Yeah.
Drinking related.
Yeah, we need to brighten it up. I feel like the last 2 or 3 shows we've been kind of,
Dark.
yeah.
I'll make drinks.
We're making drinks
Can
for you in
we
like
make
maybe
drinks
2
for you
minutes.
next week, and you can rate our drinks?
Please, for the love of God, do that.
Oh my god, that's the best
Can
episode
we
ever.
please do that?
You guys have to buy the alcohol.
Okay,
this
so
time to
make
keep
sure
up
you
this
tune
time.
in next Thursday.
You just
at
need to
7 p.m.
Yeah, we'll buy it.
Yeah, we'll buy it. You guys make it. Okay.
Oh, real quick. Sorry, one last thing. You can tell when I said in the beginning, like how shitty servers live their lives because they're so poor. When Anthony goes, you can tell how rich these guys are because they're going to movies every week. I think a movie costs $8 maybe. Like
No.
matinee,
Probably have the A Pass or whatever, the one that's like $20 a month.
$10 a week. Oh my god, that's how poor we are, guys.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank
Once
you,
a
Ryan.
week?
It is expensive. Once a week?
Unless you go on Wednesday, it's a $5 movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Maybe they go on Wednesdays.
No, you're being ridiculous right now.
I know it's like $18.
It is not cheap.
I used to go every
Anyways.
Tuesday. It was $5.
Hey, so don't go anywhere. In 30 minutes, the spring chat is coming right up. They're starting at 8:30, not 8 o'clock. Sorry, guys.
I sold the
told you
business.
that.
I'm
We
rich.
need time
I'm
to
out.
make the drinks. Don't go anywhere. We're making drinks for the spring chat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 30 minutes. See you guys. We are out.
Thick, black, aggressive.